Welcome to a special episode of Circle Sessions. I'm your host, Nan Kelly. And here on Circle, we are diving into the ACM Awards by hearing from past and present nominees and winners. You're going to find out about some candid surprises, some big regrets, and what was really going on behind the scenes in some of country music's biggest moments. Now, the ACM Awards have historically taken place out in Las Vegas, but this year, for the first time in history, the ACM Awards are here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Fans here are just crazy, and they're awesome, and we love them. Oh, it's just energy nonstop.
Reba, Las Vegas.
Come on, everybody's good.
I'm good. I got it. I got this totally covered.
I got this though, so I'll be good too. I'm just going to be back here.
Performances will take place at some of the landmarks of country music, the Grand Ole Opry House, the Bluebird Cafe, and the Ryman Auditorium.
And the winner of the ACM Entertainer of the Year is...
I got this. And the winner is Keith Urban.
Coming off of his 2019 ACM Entertainer of the Year win, Keith Urban hosts the 55th ACM Awards this year. The 15-time ACM Award winner and Grand Ole Opry member wears the host hat for the first time.
My team, thank you, every one of you. To the fans out there, you are amazing. You have no idea how much you mean to me. No idea. But baby girl, I love you, and our girls, Sunday and Faith, who are at home watching right now. My whole team, and Dan McCarroll, thank you so much. CAA, Darren Murphy, my whole gang. I'm gonna run out of time here in a minute. Mike, Cindy, everybody, I love you guys. God bless. I did thank Sunny and Faith, baby. Country Radio, I love you so much. Thank you so much. God bless every one of you.
This year's nominees for ACM Entertainer of the Year is Luke Bryan. Luke is no stranger to the awards. He won his first ACM award back in 2009 as the top new artist of the year and has won ACM Entertainer of the Year twice. Let's take a look back at Luke Bryan's first Entertainer of the Year win and hear what this year's nomination means to him.
And the Academy of Country Music Entertainer of the Year is... I get so nervous. Thank you, Luke Bryan.
Anytime you're nominated for ACM Entertainer of the Year, it's as good as winning. It's amazing because, I mean, you're always out there working hard, doing your best shows possible, and to be nominated by the ACMs it's just cherry on top for your year, and it just feels great to be in the room. This is, I don't know what to say, guys. Baby, thank you guys so much. Fans for doing this to me. Thank you so much for making my life what it is. What I always wanted to be was just a country singer that got to ride on a tour bus and show up at a new stage and play music every night. And I don't know where to start thanking. I love you, baby. I love my record label, my producer, Jeff Stevens, my management, Carrie Edwards, Corin, my family, just everybody that I've opened up for. I just started headlining. This doesn't even, Jason Aldean, Tim McGraw, Kenny, all the guys that I've watched from the side of the stage and tried to become a better entertainer. And I tell you what, I swear to God, every time I step on stage, it is a blessing to me to play for fans. Thank you, country. Thank you, country radio. is the defining moment of my life, and it means the world to me, and I will never take it for granted. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me host, too.
Stick around, we've got more Circle Sessions right after this.
If the Pews could talk at the Ryman, they'd have an encyclopedia of music.
Yeah, what all the music they've seen.
Oh, this is great, actually. This is very cozy. Sounds like a shockingly comfortable pew.
I think if the Pews could talk here at the Ryman, they would just speak about a reverence for the music. You know, I don't think it's a mistake or an accident that the Ryman started as a church.
They would say something wise. They've seen a lot. They've been through a lot.
You feel like you're one with the crowd. And when you're watching, there's not a bad seat in the house. So when you're watching, you feel like you're right there in it.
There'd be like Ultimate Minions playing here.
But you know, the best way to describe it is when you dream about something all your life, to actually be able to wake up in your dream every day is the best thing possible in the whole world.
Well, my favorite ACM Award moment would have been 1993 when I won Top New Male Vocalist. The only thing that I regret about that whole night was the outfit that I wore. I think I had a purple sequin jacket on, and I still see 8x10s popping up with that picture on it. It's absolutely, it looks like a glamour shot. It's terrible.
My favorite ACM Awards moment was actually something that happened off camera. It was when Randy Travis was being taken backstage during a commercial break, and it was actually the day I met him for the first time. And I actually saw him stop and talk to a little old lady there that was actually working as an usher. And he just spent probably what seemed to her like an eternity, but he was basically having to be pulled backstage because he basically just gave this woman so much time and attention. And that was when I realized that I had a really good hero in Randy Travis.
Coffee, Country, and Cody. Start your morning with Coffee, Country, and Cody. Live from the WSM 650 studio. Enjoy interviews and performances by some of your favorite country artists. Weekdays 8 to 11 Eastern. Only on Circle.
This is the defining moment of my life. My favorite memory of hosting the ACMs was when I was with Blake and I was up for Entertainer of the Year, and Blake just kept saying, it's yours, you got it. And then when I won, I mean, he picked me up, and it was just a wonderful moment. Very emotional for me. My life flashed in front of my eyes, and certainly will never forget that. Well, anytime you're nominated for ACM Entertainer of the Year, it's as good as winning. It's amazing because you're always out there working hard, doing your best shows possible, and to be nominated by the ACMs it's just cherry on top for your year, and it just feels great to be in the room.
Hey all, I'm Josh Turner, and my favorite ACM Awards moment was actually something that happened off camera. It was when Randy Travis was being taken backstage during a commercial break, and it was actually the day I met him for the first time. And I actually saw him stop and talk to a little old lady there that was actually working as an usher, and he just spent probably what seemed to her like an eternity, but he was basically having to be pulled backstage because he basically just gave this woman so much time and attention. And that was when I realized that I had a really good hero in Randy Travis.
I don't know about y'all, but I love hearing sweet stories like that about the things that you might not see when award shows are playing on TV. What do you say we take a look back at Randy Travis's 2004 ACM Song of the Year win?
And the Song of the Year is...
Three Wooden Crosses, written by Douglas Johnson and Kim Williams.
Three Wooden Crosses also won the Double Award for Country Song of the Year.
I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you're gone. That's a story that our preacher told last Sunday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, it's great to be back again. It's been a while. It's been a while since I'd been nominated for anything, actually, so. This actually should go to the songwriters more so than me accepting the award, but I got to say, I was doing an interview a while back, somebody said, you think recording a gospel album may have hurt your career? I said, well, no. It's the first time I've been nominated in quite a few years, so I can't say that it's hurt me that much.
I had the great honor a few weeks ago to sit down and chat with Rodney Crowell about his top new male vocalist win from several decades ago at the ACMs. Let's go back and watch that special moment.
It was 30 years ago when you won top new male vocalist at the ACMs.
Was it 30 years ago?
30 years ago this year. Can you recall that night?
I do, yeah. I recall that night.
The new male vocalist, the new top male vocalist is Rodney Crowell.
I thought I would win. I did, because it was, just had one right after another. The joke and all of my friends were laughing and said, yeah, best new artist. I've been making records 10 years.
Sure, right.
By then, and I'd had written a bunch of hit songs.
This is great. I really like this. I thank my record company, CBS. I thank the Academy. I thank Roseanne and my daughters who are so patient. And I've accompanied Roseanne to a lot of these things as her date. And it feels good, Rose. See you later.
But I thought I would win, and it was cool. I rode in the elevator with Dick Clark, and we had a conversation. It was sweet. He was sweet. Yeah, I remember it. And a part of my memory of it was that, I was that guy then. Yeah. I wish he knew what I know now.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more Circle Sessions ACM Awards.
The making of my new EP, Getting Over Him, was unlike any project I've ever done. I wrote half of the songs during a quarantine. I recorded the whole thing during the quarantine. It was such a crazy experience, but honestly, I think that I was able to pour myself more into the music than I've ever been able to do. I had gone through the craziest year ever last year. I went through a very public breakup, and then I went on national television, and as soon as that ended, I came home and went on my first ever headlining tour. And then I went out with Blake Shelton, and then the world shut down, and I, for the first time, was able to kind of stop, decide how I wanted to respond to some of the things that happened. And the best way I know how to respond to anything is through my music. I feel like the music can speak for me, and it felt like time to kind of release that for myself.
Bobby Bones here. This is Circle Network, the country music and lifestyle network that you've been waiting for. We're already in your city, so the question is, how do you find us? Well, it's simple. Go to circleplus.com, click How to Watch, and enter your zip code. We will tell you which digital channel we're on, how to rescan your TV to find it, if you'll need an antenna, and if Circle is available from your cable provider. So when you look for Circle, you'll find us. It'll be awesome. And when you do, trust me, our shows are kind of like potato chips. You won't be able to stop at just one.
it's Lauren Elena, and I'm super excited to be hosting Jesus Calling, Stories of Faith on the Circle TV network. We're going to be talking to people from all walks of life about their heartaches, their victories, their joy, and their pain, and how their faith kept them going through it all. You don't want to miss it. Sundays on Circle TV this fall. See you there.
You know, being nominated for any award in the country music industry is an honor, but the top new male and female ACM award is truly coveted. Let's go back and take a look at Phil Vassar's top new male vocalist win in 2002.
And this year's top new male vocalist is... You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Uh-oh, Phil Vassar.
As a songwriter, Phil Vassar has written hits for Alan Jackson, Colin Ray, Tim McGraw, and Joe DiMessina.
You know, I mean, whenever you get recognized by ACM CMAs, it's always pretty cool because at least it sort of validates you in a way. I don't know if it really makes a lot of difference, but it's, you know, you can always brag about it and say, hey, look at my award on the counter over here.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Country Radio and Arista promotion staff, because you did this. You really did. Thank you so much, Joe. Thanks for letting artists do their thing at Arista. I sure appreciate it. And Greg Hill, Gary Overton, EMI, ASCAP, CAA, Haley, I love you so much. Juju, I love you so much. My family, Mom, my sisters, John, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Past winners of the ACM New Male and Female Vocalist of the Year Award include Luke Combs, Ashley McBryde, Carrie Underwood, Chris Stapleton, Jason Aldean, just to name a few. Tenille Townes, who just released her debut album, The Lemonade Stand, was surprised on a Zoom call with the news by none other than 2020 host Keith Urban that she was this year's ACM New Female Artist of the Year winner.
It's so hard to put into words how much it means to be a part of a list of names of artists that I just respect and look up to as just human beings and female artists in this industry that have inspired me and have kind of paved these footsteps that I'm so thankful to get to follow and hope to leave a few behind for the little dreamers coming up next.
Understand why he'll tell me that it's all right.
The morning that this news all came out, Ashley McBryde called me and said, I'm so excited for you and thrilled to pass the torch and cheers to you, and it just made me weepy. And I really am so very honored to get to be a part of this country music family.
When I meet my maker, I'm gonna ask him for some wings. He'll introduce me to his angels.
I feel empowered by the voices of female artists in this community. I feel empowered listening to their songs and just how different everybody is and how everyone just has something different to say. I think it's really encouraging to get to see everybody on this landscape kind of coming together and lifting each other up. I've been really thankful to have spent time on the road with Miranda Lambert and Little Big Town, and just watching the friendships that they have, the way they have each other's backs in such a genuine way, and watching and learning from that has been a dream and things I hope to carry with me forward on my adventure too. So that always makes me feel empowered is watching my heroes.
When I meet my maker.
Keith Urban also surprised Riley Green with a Zoom call that he had indeed won the ACM's New Male Vocalist of the Year award.
I don't know that it's really sank in how big a deal it is to win New Artist of the Year. It's I've heard it and I've seen some of the people that won in the past that I'm huge fans of, but it's one of those things that, you know, for me, it's kind of you can't take it away. It just makes you want to go and write songs and motivates you to keep putting out music. Luke Combs won this award last year, and I'm a huge fan of Luke. We came up a lot the same way, playing a lot of bars in college towns and played a lot of the same venues and put a lot of shows together. And, you know, to see where he's at now and knowing that he was kind of where I am, it's a pretty cool thing. I don't know if there was a defining moment that made me want to pursue music full time. I think I was just really motivated to not want to build houses for a living anymore. So I started trying to learn how to play guitar and write songs. And, you know, it's always been something I've really enjoyed, so it never felt like work to me.
Stick around, we'll be right back with more Circle Sessions ACM Awards.
Well, looking back on Rumor Has It, I've got great memories about it. I mean, the songs were incredible. You could release that now. Oh my gosh, we are releasing it now. So those songs will be just as powerful today as they were in 1990. I think it was very important to re-release this album. We're celebrating it because it was a huge time for me. I had just gotten through giving birth to Shelby Stephen McIntyre Blackstock, my 30-year-old son. It was the first time I got to work with Tony Brown. We had wonderful songs to sing, and we had a blast in the studio. We just want to relive it all again. And for those folks who never had heard this album before, we hope you enjoy it.
Next week on Songs from the Cellar, Kelly Pickler.
My red high heels. Ain't that right?
Better believe it, baby.
I've been just so blessed. When I got in line for American Idol, I was 19 and green, and I never in a million years thought that it would bring me to your cellar.
Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. Songs from the Cellar, it's gonna be great.
Join us for the ACM Red Carpet Week on Circle. Tune in for exciting performances featuring past and current nominees, including Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, and more. Keep an eye out for trivia and fun facts about ACM's history all week. ACM Red Carpet Week, starting September 12th, only on Circle.
You know, the ACM Awards always promises the best fashion and a whole lot of bling. It is Vegas after all. Let's take a look at Tracy Lawrence's 1993 ACM Top New Male Vocalist win and hear what he has to say about his outfit choice from that night.
And this year's New Male Vocalist winner is Tracy Lawrence.
My favorite ACM Award moment would have been 1993 when I won Top New Male Vocalist. The only thing that I regret about that whole night was the outfit that I wore. I think I had a purple sequin jacket on, and I still see 8x10s popping up with that picture on it. It's absolutely, it looks like a glamour shot. It's terrible.
God bless you. You know, a lot of people ask me what it feels like to be involved in this industry right now. But you know, the best way to describe it is when you dream about something all your life, to actually be able to wake up in your dream every day is the best thing possible in the whole world.
I think Tracy Lawrence looked fabulous in his purple sequin jacket. The ACM red carpet has always brought a lot of fun surprises. I sat down with John Rich of country duo Big and Rich, and he shared this.
I wanted to ask you about the ACMs. Was I on the red carpet when you rode up in a horse?
Yeah, probably so. Do we have aliens with us that year? Or was that a
I
different
can't
year?
remember. I wanted to just see what your favorite, if that was your favorite ACM moment, or if you had.
No, riding up on horses with Cowboy Troy and 2 Foot Fred. Yeah. I mean, Kenny and I thought, listen, man, they're not going to let us stay here very long. Nashville's going to kick us out. It's going to happen. So we might as well just absolutely rock this place as hard as we possibly can. At least we'll have some good pictures. That's kind of where we were coming from. And we came in on horses. Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy is the single, which country radio said they would never play it. Our record label said it shouldn't even be on the record. This song is a joke. This song, what is this? This isn't country music. And we went, well, you might be right about all those things, but we enjoy playing it, so deal with it. And you know what happened? You know, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy never went top 10.
I thought I said it was a number one a little while back, and it wasn't.
It never went top 10.
It just felt like it.
The same week, so the album was called Horse of a Different Color, was that first record. And the week that we were the number one selling album in all of country music, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy died at country radio due to lack of research. Same week.
Due to lack of research.
Due to lack of research. Radio's research said this song is terrible, this song is not a hit, but we're the number one selling album in all of country music. We sold like 140,000 records that week alone. And the single dies at radio because of lack of research. So what's the answer there? What's the advice you give an artist, some of these new guys and gals coming up? The record label industry doesn't know everything. And radio doesn't know everything. None of them do. No matter how much they want to act like they do, they don't. They know a lot and they're useful, but don't let them be the deciding factor as to what you think you should do with your music. You make those decisions.
Get that shovel.
You make those decisions. Live and die by your own decisions, not by their decisions.
The performances at the ACM Awards are always fantastic, but what I really love is listening to each year's hosts have fun on stage. Entertainer of the Year nominee Luke Bryan talks about his favorite ACM memories while sharing the stage with fellow host Blake Shelton.
It's okay. It's okay. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. Congratulations, buddy. You won Entertainer of the Year in your first and last year of co-hosting the ACM Awards. Good. Listen. Hey, I'm going to say something real quick. This guy is an amazing human being right here for seeing me through this night. So yeah, my favorite memory of hosting the ACMs was when I was with Blake and I was up for Entertainer of the Year, and Blake just kept saying, it's yours, you got it. And then when I won, I mean, he picked me up, and it was just a wonderful moment. Very emotional for me. My life flashed in front of my eyes, and certainly will never forget that.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, here are your hosts, Blake Shelton and Luke Bryan.
How about it, Texas? Dallas.
Man, they say everything is bigger in Texas. And that's why we came here to celebrate the ACM Awards 50th anniversary.
This is our biggest show ever, with the biggest stars in country music right here tonight.
And listen to this, an audience so big, we just made the Guinness Book of World Records. I always wanted to do that.
We're in there. That's right, tonight we are the most attended live awards show of all time. Give yourself a hand.
Thank you so much for joining us on this special episode of Circle Sessions, the ACM Awards. We'll catch you next time.
Well, Jacob was a dirt poor farm boy, raised at the fork in the road in a clapboard house. Rachel was a land baron's daughter, born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her daddy said he wouldn't stand for Rachel to waste her life with a common man. He tried hard to keep them apart, but you can't draw lines in any young girl's heart. So late one night by the harvest moon, Jacob climbed a ladder up to Rachel's room. He knew his place, it was right beside her. Step by step into her world, head over heels for a brown-eyed girl. And getting caught didn't seem to matter, 'cause heaven was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. It'll be 5 years September since your daddy found a ladder and a note on her windowsill. Swore he'd never forgive them. Nothing melts a heart like a grandchild will. She climbs up on his knee, says, "Grandpa, tell a story, the one about me." He thinks back and his eyes shine, says, "Listen, child, once upon a time, late one night by the harvest moon, your daddy climbed a ladder to your mama's room. He knew his place, it was right beside her. Step by step into her world, head over heels for my little girl. Here you are, that's all that matters, 'cause heaven was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. Oh, an angel was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder.
Oh, now that is the sound of good country music right there. Mark Wills getting our Saturday night started off the right way, the Opry way. I'm Natalie Stovall, filling in for Bobby Bones. And as you can see, things look a little different around here. The ACMs are in the house preparing for their award show airing next week on September 16th. So we thought it would be great to have this year's ACM New Artist winners be a part of tonight's show. Riley Green and Tenille Townes. They're coming up in a bit, and a little later, last year's ACM new female vocalist, Ashley McBryde. So needless to say, you came to the right place tonight. Circle Network. We're in your city. Go to circleplus.com or your cable guide to find out where. And if you're on Dish, you'll find the Opry on channel 102. Well, this guy right here is also an ACM winner. Back in 1998, he took home the ACM Top New Male Vocalist Award. He's been setting the bar pretty high. Here once again, Mark Wills.
Thank you, Natalie. The 4,941st, I believe Mike Terry just said. You know, it's a great evening to be here at the Opry. We have some amazing talent. We are going to present Riley Green with an award tonight, and Ashley is going to present Tenille Townes with her award tonight. So instead of standing up here and talking about it, let's just jump in and start playing some music, and then we're going to get to the awards. This is one of my favorite songs off of a record. So let's jump in and do it. Y'all ready? I hit a six-pack of beer in the bushes the weekend I turned 18. Snuck out the back while my mom and dad watched Johnny Carson on TV. was a magic summer. Young, dumb, and full of wonder, thinking it would last forever. Love sunk like a bolt of lightning, so strong and so exciting. Rainy nights I still remember, those days of thunder, those days of thunder, yeah.
Tonight's Opry performance is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Let's get back to nature.
Well, hey, everybody out there on the live stream. It's Natalie Stovall hosting tonight. I am filling in for Bobby Bones on the TV side as well. And TV is over at commercial breaks right now. And the radio portion is also on commercial breaks. And I am here hanging out just like we always do. I'm just in a little bit of a different spot. And also, everything in here looks a little bit different right now. It's so cool to have the ACMs coming in to make the show still happen this Wednesday night. They're utilizing the Grand Ole Opry House, which is why we look so different. And then also there's going to be live performances from the Ryman as well as the Bluebird Cafe. It's amazing that we get to still have the ACMs. Normally they're in Vegas in April, but everything is a little bit different this year, it seems like. So it's really, really cool that we get to do this. And I'm so proud to be here. I feel like Minnie Pearl. I'm just so proud to be here, always. I love being able to be a part of the Opry in this way every single Saturday night. Now, Circle Network, y'all know this, has so many different ways that you can be in contact with all of the behind the scenes stuff. You get access to all kinds of cool things that you don't get anywhere else. And one of the ways that we're bringing that to you right now is through the Facebook group. I know a lot of you are streaming right now on Facebook. So if you're doing that, you need to make sure that you're part of the Circle All Access Facebook group, which means you go to right below me. It's right there. Go to facebook.com/groups/Circle All Access. And that way you can make sure that you stay in touch with all of the cool things that are happening on Circle, on the Grand Ole Opry, and on the television side of Circle Network. We've got all kinds of fun shows. I have been having a blast this week. It's been jam-packed. We've been shooting for my new season of the Southern Weekend, and it's been so much fun because the last couple of seasons we filmed all during kind of more of a chilly and cold time of year, so we didn't get to be outside very much, but I've been learning all kinds of new outdoor skills this week. It's been so much fun, and I can't wait for you guys to see all of that. So make sure that you are a part of the Circle All Access Facebook group, and that way you can be in the know. Recipes, games, all kinds of fun things. All right, well, got to do a little TV thing, so welcome back to Opry Live. It's rare in music when you come across a young artist with an old soul, but this next guy is just that. He came by it honestly. Raised in a small town in Alabama, he spent much of his time with his grandfather and the town elders. His songwriting reflects those influences that can only come from a small town raising: love, family, and an appreciation for the simple things. ACM new male artist, Riley Green.
Why would any teenage boy cut grass, sweat all summer saving cash, dream about turning heads downtown, street pipes on a hand-me-down? How would anybody's daddy get around to mend the fences and feed the cows? Where the hell would a small town girl climb up if it wasn't for trucks? Where would I have raised all that hell and talked to God all by myself? How would I have got to Tennessee without a bucket seat? Where was I supposed to cry that July day granddaddy died? Or haul that deer, drank that beer, and turd Merle got the nerve to kiss a green-eyed girl. Where would old dogs ride? Where would life fly by? Where would I raise all that hell and talk to God all by myself? How would I've got to Tennessee without a bucket seat? Where was I supposed to cry that July day granddaddy died? Or all that day drank that beer, fell in and out of love? If it wasn't for trust. If it wasn't for a short bed Chevrolet, where would I have raised all that hell and talked to God all by myself? How would I have got to Tennessee? And where would I be? Where was I supposed to cry that July day granddaddy died? Or all that beer, drank that beer, fell in and out of love? If it wasn't for trust. Yeah, if it wasn't for trust.
So this next song is one I wrote in these very different times with the pandemic and everything going on in the world, and I thought this was kind of a way for me to tell my story about taking the positive out of a really negative situation and a negative time. And I was lucky enough for Mr. Randy Owen to sing on this song with me, and it's one of my favorites. It's called Better Than Me.
Is the world on fire? Feels like a bad dream. Did the hammer come down? Feels like a kick in the teeth. All this down on my luck, it's been getting me down on my knees. It might have been something I need, 'cause I've been chasing, rat racing, doing anything to win. Now my grass looks like Augusta. I got around to painting that fence. Been calling up my mama, doing some old friend checking in. It seems like where I'm going might be better than where I've been. 'Cause with all this going on, I found the right in all this wrong, and I finally see the good Lord knows better than me. Got a little less in the bank, but I get a little more sleep. I get a little more use out of that old four swing. I got a little more hurt, holding on to a little more me. I feel a little more free, 'cause I've been chasing, rat racing, doing anything to win. My grass looks like Augusta. Got around and painting that fence. Been calling up my mama, doing some old friend checking in. It seems like where I'm going might be better than where I've been. With all this going on, I found the right in all this wrong, and I finally see good Lord knows better. If the world does end, I'll take the last day slow. And if he does come back, I know where I'll go. But if he takes his time, I've learned one thing. The good Lord knows better than me. 'Cause I've been chasing, rat racing, doing anything to win. I make more time for fishing. Got that old truck running again. I went home to see my mama. Been good hearing from old friends. It seems like where I'm going might be better than where I've been. With all this going on, I found the writing on the wall, and I finally see the good Lord knows better than me. Knows better than me.
Man, sounded good. We're going to congratulate Riley Green on becoming the new male artist for the 55th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards, man. Typically, at these award shows, we have a nice-looking lady come out in a dress and present you a trophy. You get Tyler doing that tonight. But I want to tell you, man, it's a huge honor to win this award. I won it back in '99. Keith Urban called you the other day and congratulated you, but I wanted to come out here on stage and do that personally because you are going to be making your ACM debut performance at the Ryman on Wednesday night as part of the CBS ACM Awards. It's called A Night of Heart and Hits, live from Nashville. So congratulations on being this year's top new male artist, my man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This award is such an honor, and I really never even dreamed of something like this happening, but a lot of people helped me get where I am today. It's my entire team in Nashville, all of my family and friends back home for all the support, the fans, country radio, and most importantly, the two men that helped inspire this last song I'm going to play, Buford Green and Lyndon Bonds. The song's called I Wish Grandpa's Never Died. Wish the girls you love never gave back diamond rings. Wish every porch had a swing. Wish kids still learn to say sir and ma'am, had to shake a hand. Wish every state had a Birmingham. Wish everybody knew all the words to Mama tried. And I wish Monday mornings feel just like Friday nights. And I wish even cars had truck beds. Every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold Bud Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. Back road drinking kids never got caught. Wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. And I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. I wish Sundays on a creek bank would never end. Wish I could learn to drive again. Wish the first time 17 she was my everything kiss in a Chevrolet that happened every day. Wish everybody overseas was gonna make it home. And I wish country music still got played on country radio. And I wish even cars had truck beds. Every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold Bud Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. Back road drinking kids never got caught. Wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high.
wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. I wish grandpas never died. And I wish good dogs never got gray and old. I wish farms never got sold. And I wish even cars had truck beds. Every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out from cold Bud Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. Back road drinking kids never got caught. Wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. And I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. Wish grandpas never died.
Well, welcome back, all of my live streamers out there. How amazing is Riley Green? That was so cool. The band was just clapping for him on stage. And a little something that you may not know, that song that he just sang, he actually gave a co-writing credit to both of his grandfathers on that song because they inspired him to write it. I've never heard of anyone doing anything like that before, but I just think that that is one of the most beautiful sentiments to go with such a beautiful song. How amazing to see Riley Green get his award tonight. It's so strange that we can't hand him his award. It has to just sit on the piano. But you know what? Whatever it takes, I'm just so glad that this is all still happening in one way or another. This is so cool. And it kind of makes it even more special. He's on the Grand Ole Opry stage getting to accept his ACM award. So incredible. All right, well, I want to give a big shout out to Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. They are always so great about helping us out here at the Opry and making sure to encourage us to get outdoors a little more often. We got to soak up that sun. We got to soak up every little last moment of summertime here. I don't know about y'all, but here in Nashville, every once in a while, it gets a little bit chilly. It's still pretty hot out there. But when you're posting photos of doing fun things in the outdoors, be sure and hashtag back to nature. Use the number 2 and hashtag back to nature. Tag Bass Pro or Cabela's so that we can see what you are up to. This week was so crazy. I was outdoors a lot. I posted one of my photos and I have many, many more to post, but I learned how to fly fish, which was so much fun. I had never ever done that before. I didn't even know that you could fly fish from a boat. I thought fly fishing was only when you put on the waders and walked out into the water, but I went fly fishing with Lee Bryce from a boat, and we caught it all on film, and I caught myself a fish, y'all. It was about this big. It was very small. So next time, I'm hoping to catch a big one. But, you know, I caught a fish, so I'm pretty proud of that. And thank you guys for commenting. So many of you guys are saying hello from all around the world. Melissa Posey says she's watching with her daughter. She was watching for Riley, so I'm sure you guys are happy. Y'all, Ireland, Western Australia, Michelle, hi. Thank you for watching. All right, I got to get to TV. Welcome back to Opry Live. I'm Natalie Stovall, filling in for Bobby Bones. And here in the South, the evenings are starting to get just a little chilly. And you know what comes next? The regrets that you didn't get outside while it was still warm. So do it now before the regrets. Take the suggestion from Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's to responsibly get outdoors and post a photo of what you're doing using the hashtag #BackToNature. All right, this next artist once said, "You don't change country music, it changes you." That's especially true when you listen to her music, because after hearing your songs, if you don't understand life just a little better, then your speakers are not loud enough. Turn it up right now. Here's ACM nominee Ashley McBryde.
Dreaming about you is keeping me up at night. And these stand-put shoes I'm wearing don't fit me right. I think I'm losing myself, and that's a slow bleed. I've been missing you. Are you missing me? Home sweet highway, oh, won't you roll? And I'll ride with you like a rolling stone. And if I have it my way, oh, when I go on this home sweet highway. A cup of truck stop coffee and a cigarette, headed to the list of the things I can't quit yet. Oh, I've tried and I've tried leaving you alone, and I keep on coming back. There's no place like gone. Home sweet highway, oh, won't you roll? I'll ride with you like a rolling stone. And if I have it my way, oh, when I go on this home sweet highway. Home sweet highway, oh, won't you roll? And I'll ride with you like a rolling stone. And if I have it my way, Lord, when I go on this home sweet highway. And if I have it my way, Lord, when I go, it's on this home sweet highway. It's on this home sweet highway.
That song hits a little different these days because we do miss being on the road. And when you miss touring like that and being on your home sweet highway, and that thing that you get, a little piece of you starts to disappear, and the Opry helps keep that alive. It never gets old to stand in this circle, and it never will. And there's a song on the Never Will record called First Thing I Reach For, and it's a pretty raucous little honky-tonk song, and I thought I might share with everybody tonight what it sounded like when we wrote it one morning on a screened-in porch in Waverly, Tennessee.
Brown liquor and black coffee, it puts my headache off for now. The hurt last night put on me is still spinning me around. And I light up a smoke, even though I can't hardly breathe. The first thing I reach for is the last thing I need. Another night of bad decisions. There's one still laying in my bed. The bastard in me wishes that he'd woke up first and left. You'd think a girl on fire would stay away from gasoline. The first thing I reach for is the last thing I need. Oh, the last thing I need is to need you like I do. And the first thing I reach for is anything but you. If I can keep away the lonely for a moment, oh, that's good enough for me. The first thing I reach for is the last thing I need. If I can keep away the lonely for a moment, well, that's good enough for me. The first thing I reach for is the last thing I need. The first thing I reach for is the last thing I need.
Do you? Ashley McBryde, what an artist she is. She's such an incredible songwriter, such an incredible voice. I am always floored every time I get to be in her presence and watch her play her music. She's just so authentic and genuine, and I love that about her. Again, my name is Natalie Stovall. I'm hanging out with you guys on the television commercial breaks and radio commercial breaks, and we get to just hang out and chat over here on the live stream side. And you know, this week is a big week in country music. It's normally happening in April, but, you know, everything's different this year. So we have ACM Awards Red Carpet Week all week on Circle. So that means there's going to be a lot of ACM Awards related programming happening. If you go to circleplus.com/schedule, go down there and you can see all of the fun things that are happening this week on Circle. So there's going to be ACM themed versions of Soundstage, Hee Haw. I want to see what the ACM version of Hee Haw is. I'm so excited about that. Coming Home featuring Riley Green, of course. And then also tons of shows featuring ACM nominees like Blake Shelton, Luke Bryan, Dolly Parton, Martina McBryde, Keith Urban. I mean, you get the picture. It's going to be an amazing week on Circle. So tune in and find all of the ACM Awards Red Carpet Week on Circle programming. So much fun. Also, y'all know how much I love these Opry posters. They're so amazing. And what a special week to have one of these and keep one on your wall or in your home somewhere cool. You can frame it. You don't even have to. I don't frame mine. I put them up on the wall without a frame. But if you go to Opry.com, click on the shop, and you can get yourself one of these beautiful collector's items to commemorate this evening at the Grand Ole Opry. And from watching at home on your couch or maybe the break room, I saw someone say, Nikki saying that she's going to be watching from the break room tonight. So you guys be sure and get yourself one of the posters. I love those so much. And also, there's always so much to talk about that it's hard to get to these shout-outs, but I want to make sure and say hello to Gordon Leslie from Scotland watching. We've got Joey O'Leary, greetings from Ireland. Bonnie Pelland, thank you for the compliment. All right, I'm going to get to TV now. Welcome back to Opry Live. C.S. Lewis once said, "Friendship is born when one person says to another, 'What? You too? I thought I was the only one.'" I had the same feeling when I first heard the music of this next artist. Her songs tap into those feelings we thought only we were experiencing ourselves, which quite frankly makes us all feel a little less alone. And that is a new friend we can all use. Here's this year's ACM New Female Artist of the Year, Tenille Townes.
You remind me of a Frank Sinatra song. Yeah. Ooh.
goodness, what an honor it is to get to be back here, standing in this sacred circle and together with all of you watching tonight. You know, the seats might be empty in here, but I just think it's impossible for this place to really ever feel empty. Such a beautiful spirit here. And my family's all watching tonight from Canada, and it's my mamere's birthday, so I just wanted to say happy birthday, mamere. This is a song that was inspired by my great-grandmother, actually. This is going out tonight to anybody who's missing a loved one and needs a reminder of where I believe they will all be together again someday. When I meet my maker at the open golden gates, he's gonna welcome me home where eternity awaits. Gonna run into his arms, gonna stare into his eyes, the ones that I've been seeking, the ones that never left my side. When I meet my maker, we'll walk on heaven's boulevard, up above the clouds, in between the stars, and I'll ask him all my questions. He'll answer with a smile. Tell him how I love him, and I will thank him for my life. Ooh. When I meet my maker, well, I'm gonna know it's the right time. 'Cause he'll have a reason, and I will understand why. He'll tell me that it's all right. I'll tell him how I miss you. He'll show me how to watch over from the front row with the perfect view. When I meet my maker, well, I'm gonna ask him for some wings. He'll introduce me to his angels in the choir I will sing. He'll tell me that he's proud, and I'm probably gonna cry. He'll take my hand, together we will fly. When I meet my maker, when I meet my maker. Thank you very much.
Make sure you tune in to CBS on Wednesday night to see Tenille's performance at the Ryman. But right now, it gives me so much joy to present the award for ACM New Female Artist of the Year to the supremely talented Tenille Townes. I love you.
I love you, Ashley. Thank you so much. Such an honor to follow in your footsteps and call you a dear friend. And it really is just such a great joy to get to do the thing that I love to do. And this is a dream. It's a dream to get to remember this moment here on the Grand Ole Opry stage. And it is just an honor to be a part of this country music community. So this really does mean the world to me. And it's such a joy to be here with this wonderful Opry band tonight. We're going to play you one more song. Thanks for looking out for one another out there. Sending lots of love.
she's looking at me. Bet she was somebody's best friend, laughing. Oh, back when she was somebody's sister, counting change at the lemonade stand. Probably somebody's high school first kiss, dancing in a gym where the kids all talk about Sunday plans. Now this light turned green and I hand a couple dollars. And I wonder if she got lost or they forgot her. She's somebody's daughter, somebody's daughter, somebody's daughter. Where did she give up wondering where the cars all go? Could she even say that I don't know what to say? So I just nod my head and wait. Well, no one's gonna know what she wants to be or why we're both stuck here at the mercy of geography. Whether it shines or rains, yeah. Bet she was somebody's best friend, laughing. Oh, back when she was somebody's sister, counting change at the lemonade stand. Probably somebody's high school first kiss, dancing in a gym where the kids all talk about Sunday plans. Now this light will turn green and I hand her a couple of dollars. Oh, and I wonder how she felt and no one caught her. She's somebody's daughter, somebody's daughter, somebody's daughter, somebody's daughter. Oh, I don't know the reasons why I'm the one who's driving by. She's the one on the corner of 18th Street. Bet she was somebody's best friend. Oh, back when she was somebody's sister. Yeah, bet she was somebody's first kiss. Oh, dancing in a gym where the kids all talk about someday, someday. Now this light will turn green and I hand her a couple dollars. Oh, now I wonder if she got lost or they forgot her. She's somebody's daughter, yeah. She's somebody's daughter.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
How amazing is Tenille Townes? She is such a delightful human being, and she truly is like that when you meet her in person. She's just one of the most genuine and authentic humans, and she does so much good for her community. She's constantly raising money for homeless youth. I mean, the girl is just, she's insanely talented, but she also just has an even bigger heart. I love her to pieces, and I love what she just said up there. She said it's impossible for this place to feel empty, and that's the best way I've heard it put. It's so hard to describe what it's like in here without an audience, but it doesn't feel empty. It really, it's just so sacred in here, no matter if it's packed or empty or whatever the case. So, good job, Tenille. Oh, also, I heard that she wore her great-grandmother's earrings when she recorded that song in the studio. Thought that that was a really cool thing to share as well. Well, we want to make sure that we give another shout-out to Bass Pro Shops. You guys do not forget to keep posting your photos. I love seeing what you're up to on the outdoors. I'm going to be posting some more photos this week. I've got a lot to share. I learned how to water ski. That was exciting. I also went on an obstacle course that was 65 feet up in the air, and it was terrifying, but I made it. So when you post these photos of you doing fun things outdoors, and they don't even have to be big deal, you can just be sitting outside. Use the hashtag #BackToNature and be sure and tag Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. We all need to keep getting outside. It's really, really good for us, and we still have a little bit of time while it's still nice outdoors. So make sure that you guys do that. And next week on the Opry, okay, I just found out who's going to be on the Opry. I can't talk about it yet, but be sure and if you go to circleplus.com or opry.com on Monday, you can find out what next week's Opry. I'm going to be hosting the TV side again. I get to do it another time, and I'll be here. I'm a gal that loves a theme. I love a good theme, and there's another really fun theme next week. So you guys be sure to check that out on Monday. We'll be making some announcements. It's another reason that you need to sign up for the Circle Up newsletter, join the Circle Facebook group. There's all kinds of ways that you can find out all the things before anybody else knows. But man, it's so cool in here. The barn is digital tonight. How crazy is that? They built a screen in front of it and made it digital. All right. Good night, y'all. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to Opry Live. Hey, I know what you're thinking. What an amazing show. Everyone standing in that circle tonight was an ACM New Artist winner. Mark Wills in 1998, Ashley McBryde just last year, and Riley and Tenille are this year's winners. So, of course, it was a great show. All right, here to take us home is Mr. Mark Wills. Good night, y'all.
It has been here at the Grand Ole Opry tonight. We've got to honor Riley Green. We've got to honor Tenille Townes, and my friend Ashley McBryde just tore it down singing up here. We have, this past week for the United States of America, we have honored our fallen with 9/11 being yesterday, and back in the back, we're watching the prompter and watching all the comments and stuff like that, and somebody had asked about a song that I had done online this week, and we had no really anticipation of doing it, but I want to honor our first responders. I want to honor our policemen, our firemen, and do this song right here for them tonight. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plains, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. We look forward to when the Opry House is opened back up, we look forward to having fans in these seats in here as we stand in here tonight and in the emptiness. We just want to thank all the country music fans for tuning in every week online at Circle All Access, on YouTube, on Facebook, and all of the social media platforms that you have chosen to view the show over these last almost 5 or 6 months. We are honored that you take your time out of your day to spend the evening with us. And if it's all right, we're gonna kind of wrap this evening up with the biggest hit of my career. This song it's been 7 weeks at #1. It was the #1 played song of the year, and we're gonna rock it out for you. Taking you back to 19-something. Here we go, boys. I saw Star Wars and Lee Steak Times, had the Pac-Man pattern memorized. I've seen stuff put inside Stretch Armstrong, yeah. stall back in my backyard and a shoebox full of baseball cards, a couple of evil Tenille scars on my right arm. I was a kid when Elvis died, and my mama cried. It was 1970-something in the world that I grew up in. Fair faucet hairdo days, nail bottoms and 8-track tapes. And looking back now, I can see me. Oh man, did I look cheesy. I wouldn't trade those days for nothing. It was 1970-something. Well, it was a dawning of a new decade. We got our first microwave. Dad broke down and finally shaved those sideburns off. Took the stickers off of my Rubik's Cube. Watched MTV all afternoon. And my first love was Daisy Duke and them cut off jeans. Space shuttle fell out of the sky, and the whole world cried. It was 1980-something in the world that I grew up in. Skating rinks and black Trans Ams, big hair and parachute pants. Looking back now, I can see me. Oh man, did I look cheesy. I wouldn't trade those days for nothing. It was 1980-something. I got a mortgage and an SUV, and all this responsibility makes me wish sometime it was 1980-something in the world that I grew up in. Skating rinks and black Trans Ams, big hair and parachute pants. And looking back now, I can see me. Oh man, did I look cheesy. I wouldn't trade those days for nothing. It was 1980-something, 1970-something. Oh, it was 19-something. Mr. Riley Green, Miss Tenille Townes, Miss Ashley McBryde. Country music fans, God bless y'all. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Join us for the ACM Red Carpet Week on Circle. Tune in for exciting performances featuring past and current nominees, including Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, and more. Keep an eye out for trivia and fun facts about ACM's history all week. ACM Red Carpet Week, starting September 12th, only on Circle.
But you know, the best way to describe it is when you dream about something all your life, to actually be able to wake up in your dream every day is the best thing possible in the whole world.
Well, my favorite ACM Award moment would have been 1993 when I won Top New Male Vocalist. The only thing that I regret about that whole night was the outfit that I wore. I think I had a purple sequin jacket on, and I still see 8x10s popping up with that picture on it. It's absolutely, it looks like a glamour shot. It's terrible.
My favorite ACM Awards moment was actually something that happened off camera. It was when Randy Travis was being taken backstage during a commercial break, and it was actually the day I met him for the first time. And I actually saw him stop and talk to a little old lady there that was actually working as an usher. And he just spent probably what seemed to her like an eternity, but he was basically having to be pulled backstage because he basically just gave this woman so much time and attention. And that was when I realized that I had a really good hero in Randy Travis.
Next week on Songs from the Cellar, Kelly Pickler.
My red high heels. Ain't that right?
Better believe it, baby.
I've been just so blessed. When I got in line for American Idol, I was 19 and green, and I never in a million years thought that it would bring me to your cellar.
Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. Songs from the Cellar, it's gonna be great.
Making of my new EP, Getting Over Him, was unlike any project I've ever done. I wrote half of the songs during a quarantine. I recorded the whole thing during the quarantine. It was such a crazy experience, but honestly, I think that I was able to pour myself more into the music than I've ever been able to do. I had gone through the craziest year ever last year. I went through a very public breakup, and then I went on national television, and as soon as that ended, I came home and went on my first ever headlining tour. And then I went out with Blake Shelton, and then the world shut down, and I, for the first time, was able to kind of stop, decide how I wanted to respond to some of the things that happened. And the best way I know how to respond to anything is through my music. I feel like the music can speak for me, and it felt like time to kind of release that for myself.
Hi y'all, it's Lauren Elena, and I'm super excited to be hosting Jesus Calling, Stories of Faith on the Circle TV network. We're going to be talking to people from all walks of life about their heartaches, their victories, their joy, and their pain, and how their faith kept them going through it all. You don't want to miss it. Sundays on Circle TV this fall. See you there.
Well, looking back on Rumor Has It, I've got great memories about it. I mean, the songs were incredible. You could release that now. Oh my gosh, we are releasing it now. So those songs will be just as powerful today as they were in 1990. I think it was very important to re-release this album. We're celebrating it because it was a huge time for me. I had just gotten through giving birth to Shelby Stephen McIntyre Blackstock, my 30-year-old son. It was the first time I got to work with Tony Brown. We had wonderful songs to sing, and we had a blast in the studio. We just want to relive it all again. And for those folks who never had heard this album before, we hope you enjoy it.
Bobby Bones here. This is Circle Network, the country music and lifestyle network that you've been waiting for. We're already in your city, so the question is, how do you find us? Well, it's simple. Go to circleplus.com, click How to Watch, and enter your zip code. We will tell you which digital channel we're on, how to rescan your TV to find it, if you'll need an antenna, and if Circle is available from your cable provider. So when you look for Circle, you'll find us. It'll be awesome. And when you do, trust me, our shows are kind of like potato chips. You won't be able to stop at just one.
This is the defining moment of my life. My favorite memory of hosting the ACMs was when I was with Blake and I was up for Entertainer of the Year, and Blake just kept saying, it's yours, you got it, you got it. And then when I won, I mean, he picked me up, and it was just a wonderful moment. Very emotional for me. My life flashed in front of my eyes, and certainly will never forget that. Well, anytime you're nominated for ACM Entertainer of the Year, it's as good as winning. It's amazing because you're always out there working hard, doing your best shows possible, and to be nominated by the ACMs it's just cherry on top for your year, and it just feels great to be in the room.